So I had one of these right here. The dog just peed on it, so it's actually right there on the floor with the blanket that went over it. Just, he's either gonna have to go in the trash, or I gotta boil some hot water and, you know, get it out or whatever. I have ways to do it. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. That container right there, that container is, you know, clothes in there are molded by now. Some I can salvage. Some probably gonna have to be thrown away. You know, the gnats and whatnot. That's about 5, 6 hours, 7 hours worth of rinsing, wash and rinse, wash and rinse, wash and rinse. Mind you, you having to wring these things out with your hands, so the blisters and your forearms and stuff, it's very taxing. So yeah, that's a lot of clothes over there that I kind of just wash the same ones in rotation that I pretty much wear all the time. They're easy to wash. So yeah, as you can see, this part right here, that ended up getting a hole in it back when the tent was turned the other direction during the winter time, where I tried to start a fire inside, and although I got it started, it was too close to that netting like this here, and it burned a little hole in it, and that hole just got bigger and bigger over time. Tried to patch it up. As you can see, all the tape around it didn't even want to stick to the tent, so I had to just let down the flap on the back of it to just ensure no mosquitoes or anything. There's actually one right there as I'm talking, get in. So that's air that I can't get inside the tent for those purposes. You know, blankets and everything need to be washed. This right here, you know, all that needs to be washed. I could just, you know, I could see the dirt from when I'm laying on my back and my arm and everything. You wake up in a pool of sweat. Wow, it's a spider. The top, as you guys can see, has been damaged, wear and tear. I've had to do so much because I've come home and the spiders are, when I tell you guys I got to do a bug check consists of that, you know, where I scan this phone around like I'm doing, like I scan this phone around and I have to search for mosquitoes, and sometimes that process could be anywhere from 30 minutes to a whole hour, where I'm just, it becomes something that's, you know, it becomes like a sport. But, you know, I actually kept one of the mosquito carcasses on the wall just to see. It don't look that big on camera, but that sucker was huge. And what made it scary is that it was crawling. It was crawling. I don't see crawling mosquitoes. I don't know if that's the thing or whatever. But I was like, dude, talk about genetically modified mosquitoes. Goodness gracious. But that's not even the best part. So, yeah, bug check, scanning, you know, shake the tent, get all the mosquitoes from the bottom and underneath the bed here, you know, and they hide in corners and stuff like that. Just when you think you got them all, you don't. So, and this chair, even though it's big, this chair, it's a recovery tool. You know, it actually gives me the opportunity to actually lay my back down, or relax my back and not be hunched over on the bed here and stuff like that. Yeah, it takes up room, but helps out significantly. But here's the good part. Let's get to the good part. So, as you see here, this big old plastic deal here, I had to salvage that out of the garbage can down the street because the zipper on the door right here, which is a triangle, it just, from wear and tear, the zipper just started getting stuck and all these different things, to the point where the zipper just broke. I mean, I would have to spend 3 minutes closing and opening the door with the zipper. It just became something that was like, my God. And of course, it just broke, you know. And when it did that, now all of this was exposed. And so I was like, dude, what do I do about this? Now it's just, you know, so yeah, man, things have gotten ridiculous at this point with this door. I had to cut. This is the part where you could just unzip it and let the air flow. I had to cut the mesh right there, and like damn near hurdle. You see that little black line right there? I had to like hurdle my way out of here. Man, I kept telling myself that's a hamstring waiting to be pulled. Can't tell you how many times I've tripped and fell, you know, stepped on something and like I stepped on the pot and broke the handle. It just like, my God, it just became just ridiculous. So I just went back to, you know, whatever, just, yeah. So as you can see here, that right there is dog crap. That right there is dog crap. Never mind this guy, but that right there is dog crap. Along with the urine on the bed right there. Water, you can see the water that comes in all along this line right here. You know, give me a second so we can go outside and show you guys some outside stuff. 1 second. And mind you guys, it just rained. I looked outside and the sky was black. Man, that gust of wind that came through, it just snatched all of this stuff that I just did. Just snatched it all up and just threw it outside. I was like, my God, bro. We are not ready for no type of tornado. I can tell you that now. We would definitely be caught in the twister and be out of here in a matter of seconds. Oh my gosh. All right. Release your bowels so I can clean this junk up. Yeah, I know I should leave it like that so you can come in and out at your own will. All right. So, like I said, you can see all the tape right there. It's just completely ruined. Please don't jump back in there, buddy boy. Having a hard time keeping him out of there. He don't like being outside. Like I said, it just rained. Please don't. It just rained, and you know, I kind of feel insulted when he's sitting here shivering. I'm like, boy, do you know how hot it is out here, and you got the nerve to be shivering? What an insult! What an insult, boy! It is hot as hell out here, and you over here having the audacity to be shivering. But as you can see, this is probably the worst it's been. This is probably the worst it's ever looked and it's ever been. Over time, you guys see, I go down there and I look in the trash can, and it's a furniture store, so coincidentally, they have a lot of wood, like, you know, wood that you keep wood that you keep furniture that you shipping furniture on. Ouch. And I just collect it because I didn't intend for all this stuff to go down. Give me 1 second, guys. But yeah, those are and so as you guys can see, all this up here, I've had to get all the tarp and stuff like that, and I had spent I don't know how many hours yesterday putting up all these bushes on the top to ensure some type of cooling system, I guess you could say. Yet to really see if that worked or not, but we'll see. But yeah, man, that's the day in the life of somebody who I tell myself I'm probably the most productive homeless person and between me and the next person that's like that, it's a lot of miles. You know, you don't just sit around and let stuff fall apart. Nah, man. You see, that's just how the trail to how to get in there. But nah, man, I don't have time for that. The weather, all that stuff will just it'll ruin everything. So I gotta stay on it. But I got a lot of stuff that I gotta do, guys. I'm out. And tell me what y'all think about all of this stuff, man. Tell me what y'all think about all of it. This is what it's like walking in. Boom, boom, boom. Walk in. Boom, boom, boom.